first round here on TXA 21. Mark Followell and Brad Davis of the Rose Garden. Here's Jeff Skinway, the third member of our crew. Skin.
All right, thank you, Mark. You heard Tyson Chandler talk about it in the fourth key to the game, putting ball pressure on the other team's point guard. Portland did it in Game 3. They really got after Kidd. Dallas responded in Game 4. They really put pressure on Andre Miller. It's going to be a big key tonight, especially considering that Andre Miller is the team's leading field goal percentage, three-point field goal percentage, free throw percentage, hadn't scored fewer than 14 or more than 18. He's been rock solid.
And Andre Miller has the ball as Portland controls the opening tip. Now, what is interesting to watch tonight from the Portland perspective is I was on a radio show here locally today with a columnist from the Oregonian. They turned it over on their first possession. And he had been to shoot around and to talk to the Blazers. They say they want to get into their sets earlier. They would like to be starting their offensive sets at 17, 18, 19 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to be out of character from how they typically play if they're able to execute that aspect of the game plan, Brad.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with the pressure that Dallas is putting on in the front court.
Dirk missed a shot. And it's Portland with the ball. They turned it over on their first series. LaMarcus Aldridge. Post-up opportunity here against Chandler. We'll be watching the foul situation closely tonight with Chandler as Aldridge misses and Stevenson rebounds. And those that will be calling or not calling the fouls tonight, Monty McCutcheon, Greg Willard, and Gary Zielinski. That's the three-man officiating crew. We are a minute into Game 6 here on TXA 21. If a Game 7 turns out to be necessary, it will be at 7 o'clock on Saturday night in Dallas by virtue of the fact that Atlanta closed out Orlando tonight and the Lakers did the same to New Orleans. The Mavs are hoping that they will respond as the other Game 6s did tonight with a team in position to close it out doing just that. There's a kick ball here on Dallas, so it's 14 on the shot clock with a minute 25 gone by. Will the Rose Garden crowd have the impact that they had in Games 3 and 4 when Portland won here 97-92 and then 84-82 in their miraculous comeback? And the soft bounce shot is no good for Aldridge, but it's tipped in by Gerald Wallace.
Well, you can tell Portland wants to try to get Aldridge going early. He has struggled the last 3 games in this series. Really looks tired.
Especially in the last 2, where he's averaged only 15 points. And in those games, shot 12 of 31 for the floor as Chandler rolls to the basket and flushes it home to get Dallas on the board.
Boy, and that time Camby got caught overplaying that time.
Portland in the regular season, 30-11 on their home floor. Dallas 28-13, tied for the best road record in the league. But playoffs have been a different story on the road for the Mavs, as they've lost 18 of their last 20 road playoff games. This is something that Portland has not gotten a lot of here early tonight as compared to the rest of the series. They have 2 second-chance baskets from Gerald Wallace, but Dallas claims the lead for the first time on a 3-point hoop by Deshaun Stevenson.
And those are great looks for Deshaun. When he gets his feet set, he's wide open. You feel like he's going to knock those down in the corner.
In his limited minutes, he is 4 of 9 on threes. And Wallace has the first 7. Hits a 3. I kind of wondered where Wallace's head would be today. He is from Central Alabama. He went to college at the University of Alabama, and we know, of course, about the tragic events of yesterday there, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all those good folks in Alabama and all throughout the South who suffered losses and damage and all that sort of thing with the tornadoes yesterday. But where Wallace's head is certainly an interesting aspect of this game tonight.
It could be a wild card with playing with a heavy heart like that. And I did notice, Mark, that he was the last guy here, even after the second Maverick bus got here.
Long rebound. Wallace has it. Shot was missed by Dirk. Wallace has the first 7 points of the game for Portland, and he drives to the basket and makes it 9 in a row to start.
Well, this is a different Gerald Wallace than we've seen in this series. Being aggressive offensively, that time off the dribble.
He has only averaged 12 points a game in the series. He's got the first 9 for Portland. 2 putbacks, a 3-ball, and a drive to the basket. A timeout on the floor is called by Dallas.
Bill Dickinson here with DallasTruckWorld.com. And if you're in the market for a well-priced, clean Carfax, one-owner car, truck, or SUV, shop DallasTruckWorld.com. We have over 300 SUVs to choose, a couple hundred pickups, and a few hundred cars. Shop DallasTruckWorld.com.
Get up and get it when the sun comes up. Don't lay there dozing like a lazy pup. A health and wealth will overflow your cup if you get up early in the morning.
Choctaw Casinos and Resorts are exclusively for everyone. And that means we stand with everyone for the times you want to go all out. And right now, when it's safest to stay in. We've shut our doors for the first time in over 32 years. It's quiet, and all the more obvious that it's not the slots, table games, or concerts that make Choctaw what it is. It's everyone that walks through our doors. So when the time comes to safely leave your doors, know that ours will be open for everyone.
This Bud's for the Blues, the Reds, and the Warriors. This Bud's for the Giants, the Jazz, and the Magic. This Bud's for the home team.
Portland 9, Dallas 5. 8:29 left of the first quarter. Mavs take the first time out of the game. And the Lakers did polish off New Orleans tonight. That second round series, would start on Monday between the winner of this series and the Lakers. That has already been set in stone. Sean Marion missed a shot inside. And the Blazers head the other way. We played almost 4 minutes. Wallace goes down, gets back up, and dishes to Wesley Matthews. It was Matthews who had a first quarter eruption in Game 3. And here he drops in a three out of the corner. He made 4 threes very early in Game 3 that helped propel Portland to early momentum. They've scored 8 straight since Dallas took a 5-4 lead on a Stevenson three-pointer. Sean Marion in the lane. Shot was blocked.
Gabby came in from behind and got a piece of that.
Just over 4.5 minutes played. Aldridge feeding Wallace. Defended by Marion. And a steal for Dallas. Stevenson came away with a loose ball. And Kidd on the drive missed the finish. Marion did get it back. A chance for an easy basket was missed by Dallas. They do keep the possession. Can they get on the board? They'll have to do it at the free throw line. Marion was fouled. 2 of 9 from the floor to start the game for Dallas. Andre Miller just fouled Sean Marion. Marion with 2 free throw attempts. And an early sub features Berea going in for Stevenson.
Well, I think they want to keep the pressure on the ball, though. They want to make Portland take some time off the 24-second clock, so looking for JJ pick up Miller full court.
Stevenson out. Has started every game of the series. The only thing that's different tonight, and there is a difference from the Dallas perspective, Roddy Beaubois is active for the first time in the series tonight as he returns from a sprained left foot that he suffered in the regular season finale on the 13th of April against the New Orleans Hornets. Corey Brewer is inactive tonight, along with the guys who have been active due to injury, and that, of course, Caron Butler and Dominique Jones. And a three-pointer. Matthews badly missing, but a ricochet over to Andre Miller. Now Matthews driving. Rolls in and he's fouled.
Gonna get Jason Kidd with a bump on the elbow on that drive.
And that's his first.
And that's a real classic example of how an offensive rebound, the defense is all out of position. It almost creates like a mini fast break situation when the defense doesn't know where everybody is. You saw Wesley Matthews attack the basket after the Miller pass and gets the N1 situation.
The first team foul on Dallas as we've played about 5.5 minutes. An 11-2 run for the Blazers. They're in front 15-7. The Mavs have been a good defensive rebounding team in this series. Actually, they've been excellent on the defensive boards in this series, but not the case here early on. Jumper, baseline, MARION. Tapped by Chandler, controlled by Portland. On the run out, Wallace. And his shot won't roll in, but he's fouled as well. And to the line, Gerald Wallace with 6:16 left in the first quarter. Berea's first, the team's second. I felt like before the game tonight in the lead-up, the Rose Garden did not have the same buzz that it did in the lead-up to games 3 and 4. But with Portland jumping out to a great start early on, it certainly has been as loud and boisterous and rowdy as you would expect.
Yeah, and these fans won a Game 7 back in Dallas, and this is one of the best places to play. I mean, these fans, they're knowledgeable, they're loud, they're into the game.
And I think these second chance opportunities, kind of what we saw in Game 5, what Tyson Chandler gave the Maverick fans so far, Portland's given their fans.
17-7 after Wallace's free throws. The scoring has come from two people for the Trailblazers. Wallace, 11. Wesley Matthews, 6. Post up, Sean MARION comes up way short. MARION has had a very poor shooting start. He's put up 5 attempts, hasn't made one. Camby down low to Aldridge. Drives it home. 22nd timeout, Dallas. The Mavericks are having to weather an early storm. 5:49 left in the first quarter. 22nd timeout, Dallas.
JT back in the game. Oh.
He was at the table.
Mistake. Yeah, he was at the table. I thought he was checking in.
I assumed, as you did, Brad, that he was. And probably will be shortly. Chandler flashes in from the weak side as Dirk measures the seam. Draws a double team. A looping pass out to Berea. Flips to MARION. MARION gets his first shot to go.
What a nice over-the-shoulder pass by JJ right there to MARION diving.
Difficult hookup between Berea and MARION, but completed to get Dallas a basket and draw them back within 10. Post up Aldridge. Across the lane. Doesn't get the bounce. Chandler with a defensive rebound. Mavs had an early 12-point deficit. Down by 8 with back-to-back hoops, MARION and Dirk.
And I think the Mavericks needed to get Dirk a good touch to kind of get him involved in the game. Help settle this crowd down.
Had missed his first 2 shot attempts. Now, by the way, Jason Terry has raced to the scorer's table, ready to report in at the next opportunity. Wallace with a jump shot. And it's Kidd there for the rebound. The Mavs didn't respond well for the first time out of the game. From that 22nd timeout taken a moment ago, though, there are signs of life. Couple of hoops, couple of stops. Jump shot over Camby. Dirk nails it. 6-0. Quick run by Dallas.
Good matchup right there. Camby can't play Dirk. Little jab step. Got him to back up a little bit.
And a timeout is taken by Nate McMillan.
They probably needed that timeout after Dirk created that space with just simply looking off and a little shoulder fake and then knocked down the jumper. 2 back-to-back great offensive possessions for Dirk.
Welcome into the Fox Sports Southwest studio. I'm Katie Engelson. Time now for tonight's Legends of the Game, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas. Born in the Lone Star State 90 years ago, Blue Cross is inspired by the heroics of our families, neighbors, and local teams every day. Tonight's Legend of the Game is Derek Harper. After being drafted by the Mavs with the number 11 pick in the 1983 NBA Draft, Harp joined a young core of players primed to be playoff contenders for years to come, and in his 4th pro season, became the starting point guard leading the way. Harp played 12 seasons in Dallas, making the all-defensive team twice, and had his jersey retired in 2018. The point guard is the Mavs' all-time leader in assists and steals, and ranks 4th on the franchise's all-time scoring list. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, your biggest hometown fans, standing with you through it all.
It's a new day, a new time, and through it all, through the challenges, through the concern, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas is here, bringing you the care, comfort, and calm you've always depended on. In sickness and in health, we are in this together. We'll get through this together. So for a trusted resource, take heart in knowing Blue Cross is standing by you, with you, and for you, through it all.
Restaurants have always been there for you. And even though tables are empty at the moment, now you can be there for them. While the doors may be closed, the kitchens are open for delivery.
Six in a row scored by Dallas. They've chewed up half of Portland's early 12-point lead. 4:15 remaining in the first quarter. Peja checked in at the timeout, by the way, for Dallas. Stojakovic went in for Marion.
And guys, Camby still on Dirk. I thought Dirk got two outstanding looks on Camby in isolation. There's a switch, though, with Aldridge on him there.
And it's Dirk against Aldridge in the lane. Tosses up the right hand baby hook. And it's 8 in a row for Dallas.
Give a little shoulder fake to the baseline. Came back middle.
Andre Miller with a mid-range J. Rattles out.
He doesn't miss a whole lot of those. That's his spot.
Mavs have really sprung to life after a rough first 6 minutes. Peja run off the line. Driving finds Dirk. Against Camby. Had it poked away. Good defensive recovery by Marcus Camby. After Dallas had what looked like was developing into a pretty good offensive possession. Scoop shot bounces in for Gerald Wallace. Created off the Marcus Camby steal. Portland in front by 6. 9 minutes played in the first quarter. Portland has lost in the first round in 6 games the last 2 seasons. Dirk rims out of 3. Portland lost a Game 6 on their home floor to end their series against Phoenix last year. They lost on the road in Game 6 to Houston in 2009. To end that series on the wrong side of 4 games to 2. Going baseline, Wallace beats Stojakovic. Now around the horn to Aldridge. And he hits nothing but net on a long 2. Lead swells back to 8. Kidd works on the perimeter. Down to the baseline. Driving Terry. Finds Chandler underneath. And he gets the two-hand rim rocker.
Yeah, Dallas doing a nice job. They're putting Wesley Matthews in that pick and roll. One of the poorest defenders for Portland on that play. Jet was able to turn the corner and draw up the defense.
Both teams will have a foul again for the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Aldridge out of the double team to Miller for 3. Defensive rebound, Tyson Chandler. His team leading 4th rebound of the game. Mavs started out 2 out of 11 and made 5 of 6 since. They do miss there, and Chandler trying to rebound his own miss is unable to do so. And Dirk steals, but it's tipped back by Aldridge. He goes for a lob, and that's off his hands. Dallas on the run. Terry from the baseline, a mid-range jumper, no good. Might have had a lane to go to the basket.
And that chaos caused by way too many big man passes. Ball going everywhere.
Up top, Camby, the lob, knocked away by Tyson Chandler. Tipped out to Wesley Matthews. They'll feed the post, 6 to shoot. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Aldridge on a turnaround. He's 3 out of 7, 6 points in the first quarter. A full-throated chant for defense. And we're not even to the end of the first quarter. Kidd the kick out. And Peja lines up a 3 but doesn't get it to go. A loose ball foul is called on Andre Miller.
That's going to be 2 on Miller.
It's the first of the last 2 minutes. Dirk and Chandler check out. Marion returns and Hayward goes in for the first time. And here are mass substitutions for the Trailblazers. Brandon Roy, Nick Batum, and the rookie from LSU, Chris Johnson, sub in.
Dallas still has enough time to get a quick 2-for-1 right here.
At 36.5 left in the quarter, they'll throw in with a fresh shot clock. Off the foul by Miller, his second. They will maybe get that 2-for-1. Terry to Marion leans in.
Boy, Jets come in the game and been a fantastic distributor early on. Several possessions where he's found the right guy.
Differential with about 5 or 6 seconds. Brandon Roy, the hero of game 4. They'll get a high screen now from Johnson. On the drive to Johnson, rolling to the basket. Johnson has been a spot player in Nate McMillan's rotation now for the last 3 games. There he gets the dunk. Peja outside, launches a 3, but doesn't get the bounce. First quarter is over.
The Retreat, a private country club community only 30 minutes south of downtown Fort Worth in Cleburne. Featuring a private championship golf course, clubhouse and pro shop, dining, fitness center, playground, swimming pools, and more. Get unlimited family golf for $150 per month. Visit our website to schedule a preview and receive a complimentary weekend getaway and new Callaway Rogue Driver.
A lot has changed overnight, but Buick and GMC's commitment to you remains the same. We understand you want to feel safe, so we're offering current owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services. Should you need a vehicle, we're offering 0% financing for up to 84 months with deferred payment options for 120 days. Plus, you may have the option to shop online and take delivery at home. Visit our websites for the help you need.
See your North Texas Buick and GMC dealers.
No one actually knows what health effects vaping has on you. Maybe the vape companies don't care that you're inhaling more than 31 chemicals, like cyanide and even acetone, the stuff they use to strip paint. So if all that matters to them is making money anyway, are you sure you want to be a test subject?
Portland 27, Dallas 19. The first quarter is in the books. We're ready for the second quarter here at the Rose Garden in Portland. It's an opportunity for Dallas to close out this first round series. In the first round, they've won 9 times. They've been bounced in the first round 7 times. Of those 9 first round series, they got the closeout game on the road 6 times. So there certainly is a history over the 30-plus years of this organization of doing that. And a lot of that is recent history. Brendan Haywood looking for a follow, blocked by Batum. Matt Ball with Kidd and Terry making up the backcourt here to start this quarter. Marion sends it back out to Kidd with an offensive rebound after a missed shot. Another one. Dallas is shooting only 31%. Marion in the paint, another one missed. Now Roy with a defensive board.
Good effort on the glass, but a lot of misses. A lot of these bunnies aren't going down for the Mavs.
Maria getting ready to check in. Brandon Roy, covered by Peja. Long 2 on the money.
As soon as Brandon Roy comes into the game, they run that middle pick and roll, and if they slip out of it, then they just flatten it out, let him go one-on-one.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Trailblazers. They've been in front by as many as 12. That was at 19-7. Marion with a handoff to Terry, elevates free throw line. Long rebound, foot race, and Rudy Fernandez beat Peja to the ball. Blazers have it with Chris Johnson having been stripped by Kidd, and the save and no. It's Portland ball, and what they have ruled is that there was a change in possession. So it's a full 24 here for the Trailblazers with Kidd subbing out and Barea going into the game.
Yeah, if you're a big man, that's the last thing you want to do against Jason Kidd is face him up. Those strong, quick hands.
I don't understand how there's a change of possession if he was out of bounds by the time he controlled the ball.
I thought honestly he controlled it
on the tip,
on the sideline. Remember, he saw the ball come down, and I think he initially caught it out of bounds. His momentum just took him out. He caught it inbounds, I should say. Well,
they're rolling it back to 14. I don't think he had control until he was standing out of bounds, but
okay, well, the replay will tell us.
See,
okay,
and now
yeah.
he's 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, he went out of bounds and then
came back in.
Yes, didn't establish position. Roy, baseline, good.
Doesn't matter.
(31-19) Portland. Haywood with a post-up opportunity. Fires up a hook shot. And saved in by Fernandez as his momentum was carrying him out of bounds. Got the ball back in. Roy with a size advantage against Berea. Gave it up all the way around the horn. And Batum almost get the three to go down. Jason Terry with a pull-up three. And the Mavs shooting falls to 27%. They do get it back. Peja went baseline. And now he will get it in the corner, and with Rudy Fernandez flying at him, he draws a foul.
Did a nice job. Saw him in the air and just stepped right into him.
So Stojakovic, who is one of several Mavericks who have increased their scoring average from regular season to this series, is on the line. He is averaging 10.2 points, a little over 23 minutes played per game, shooting 46% from the floor. He is connected on just over 44% of his three-point attempts. Took his first free throws of the series in Game 5 and went 1 out of 2. A 13-year NBA veteran from Serbia. Got the bounce on the first free throw. Peja's career has taken him from Sacramento initially to Indiana for part of the year where he played for Rick Carlisle. Spent 5 years, parts of 5 years with New Orleans, including the first 6 games that he played this year. Was traded to Toronto, appeared in 2 games for the Raptors in late November, and then didn't play again until he was a member of the Mavs, appearing in a game against Cleveland on February 7th. He was bought out by Toronto in January and signed as a free agent with the Mavericks. A look at the Maverick bench as MARION has gone back to the bench with Dirk returning. Peja made all 3. Dallas is 5 of 5 on free throws tonight. For the series, the Mavs are shooting about 76% on free throws. And they are averaging 4 more free throw attempts per game than the Trailblazers. Tonight, Dallas has 5. The Blazers have 3. Inside, a layup is good for Portland for Brandon Roy. Night and day. Road and home in this series for Brandon Roy.
A little step-back move, hop behind the screen, then took it off the dribble.
Portland in front by 11. Rolling to the basket. And it's Dirk with a finish, and he's fouled. There's another smart pass by Jason Terry. Skin, you noted that earlier. That's the 3rd assist of the game for Terry. Some words exchanged after the foul that put Dirk on the floor. The call is on Brandon Roy for his first.
Nice strong move that time by Dirk. Used that offhand to fend off Johnson.
And if the call is on number 17, not number 7, that's Chris Johnson.
And Chris Johnson hopped up off the floor like he was mad. Didn't get too extensive there, but, you know, it's going to be chippy in here.
Well, Chris Johnson has played 14 regular season NBA games and 4 NBA playoff games. Calm down now.
Don't get lost in the moment.
3-point play completed. So the Mavs have 6 points in their last 2 possessions on 3 free throws by Peja and a 3-point play for Dirk. Fernandez inside the arc and a rattle out. And then Dirk goes down.
Yeah, and that feels like retaliation there. I guess when you're a D-leaguer, you have nothing to lose, and you can do that kind of stuff.
And I think a flagrant penalty 1 has just been called.
Yeah, it has been.
Chris Johnson, a flagrant 1. Dallas will get 2 free throws and the ball. You rarely see a team getting a defensive rebound and have that player be the victim of a flagrant foul. I'm not sure I've ever seen this.
No, but the one thing is, here's where it started down at that end, where Johnson and Dirk got into it. Johnson more than Dirk. And then down at this other end, he got him in the head, though. And anytime you get him above the shoulders, they're going to call that right there. Grabbed him around the head.
Yeah, and he pulled back. He had the hook and then pulled his arm back.
I mean, we're talking a horse collar almost there.
Roy Williams.
The flagrant one on Chris Johnson, and by the way, he is still out on the floor. I am really surprised that Nate McMillan did not take him out of the game.
Well, let's see if he does something wacky.
Dirk made 2 free throws. Dallas has the ball. Tasia gives it up. So does Jason Terry. Dirk against Fernandez, fading, and he swishes from the foul line. That is 13 tonight for Dirk. That's what you need out of a superstar when you're trying to close somebody out.
Yeah, they got the switch that time, and he took Fernandez into the paint shot right over the top of him.
Dirk holding up his end of the bargain. Who's going to help him along? Mavs have scored 7 straight. They pulled it within 4. Rudy Fernandez dribble drive, slashing, no. Offensive rebound, put back, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Hayward took a shot from Fernandez.
Yeah, and I think Jet got hit on the top of the head, too.
It has taken on a physical tone in the first quarter and a half tonight. The Mavericks are going to a timeout here with 7:53 remaining in the second quarter.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. For a limited time, get a new Ford with 0 for 72 months plus 3 months deferred payments. Contact your best in Texas Ford dealer for more details.
TXU Energy Free Pass is back. Your 7 highest use days every month are free automatically. And now you get 2 extra free days every month all summer long. Get a free pass on those Texas-sized triple-digit days. Or for a follower-approved live stream.
It's really simple. You just start off with...
Free pass, only from TXU Energy.
What's up, everybody? Donovan Mitchell here.
This is Victor Oladipo of the Indiana Pacers.
Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. What's up, everyone? It's Dame Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. Just want to say thank you guys so much for your continued support, man. It means a lot to me. During this time, we should all be looking out for one another.
Please wash your hands.
Avoid large crowds, and if you might be sick, to quarantine yourself. Because these are tough times, but, we will get through them.
NBA fans, we miss you. Can't wait to play in front of you guys again. Peace and love.
Portland up 35-29. Barea, the lob inside. Dirk out of the timeout. Gets the lay-in, and Dallas back within 4.
They cleared that whole left side, and when Dirk rolled to the basket, no help came over for Portland. Good look over the top by JJ.
Down low, LaMarcus Aldridge. 35-31 is the Portland lead. Mavs have only led 1 time in this game, and that was after a Deshaun Stevenson three-pointer at 5-4. Otherwise, it's been Portland in front the entire time. By the way, Chris Johnson has gone out of the game.
They called the foul.
At the timeout, I'm sorry, Skin. Camby came back in. And you've got another sub here. Wesley Matthews has gone in for Rudy Fernandez.
They called the foul that time on Hayward, but I like the way he's defending Aldridge, doing a good job of bodying him. A couple times Aldridge thought he had to move, but Hayward held his ground, and Aldridge has had to kick it back out.
Only 3 fouls have been called on the Mavs tonight. 1 on Kidd, 1 on Barea, 1 on Hayward. Now, look here at the bottom of the screen. We talked about Chet having to clear the cobwebs. Chris Johnson involved in another play before the timeout. Going up, his left elbow caught Chet in the temple. Brandon Roy with 4 to shoot. Dishes Camby, baseline fadeaway, way offline, and Barea there for the rebound. A 3-on-2 break going here. Jason Terry inside of Batum draws a foul. This is going to give Dallas 10 free throw attempts here in the first 15 minutes, compared to only 3 shots at the line so far for Portland. That is a trend that, if it presumably continues, clearly bodes very well for the Mavs. We'll see Chet floor it, and drive it and get fouled by Batum here.
Yeah, does a nice job going into Batum's body, creates a contact, gets a foul.
And you know, it's always extra smart after it has been chippy and guys are barking at each other to attack the basket, because a lot of times refs want to get control of that game, and they're more likely to blow a whistle that maybe they wouldn't blow earlier in the game.
The Maverick bench has not hit a shot from the floor tonight. They are 0 for 2. Oh, Batum stepped on Terry when he came down. Had a little swipe at Terry's foot. Both free throws made. The only bench points tonight have been free throws. Terry with 2 there. Peja with 3. Haywood, Stojakovic, and Terry off the bench tonight shooting-wise are a combined 0 for 10. But Dallas is only down by 2, and they get the rebound off the miss by Aldridge. Other than getting to the line, not a lot has gone right for Dallas tonight, but here they are with a chance to tie as Barea does just that, going to the basket. The first field goal for a Dallas bench player, evens the score at 35.
Just a little hesitation move that time. Froze him and then finished with the left hand.
A 13-2 run here. And we've got another timeout. We've had 3 timeouts called in 5 minutes and 36 seconds of action in the second quarter.
Our drive-thru is still open. And as we all adjust to this new normal, we've also kicked off curbside pickup for online orders from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So instead of walking your order to your table, we'll walk it to your car. Just because we can't be close doesn't mean we can't be neighborly.
Available now on Frontier On Demand.
A woman was murdered at 44 Rayburn Drive.
Is she here with us now?
If you go in the house, she follows you.
She's looking for revenge.
The Grudge. Click the On Demand button now for the hottest new releases from Frontier.
The world is a vampire.
Rated T for teen. Play Final Fantasy VII Remake first on PlayStation.
Connected with Fox Sports Southwest and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Mavericks were down by 11 earlier in this quarter, but they're on a 13-2 run right now. And early on in that 13-2 run, Dirk went to the basket, got fouled by Chris Johnson, and that has really sort of pumped some life into Dallas, it would appear. I'm telling you, I don't think that's still... I can't recall a situation where a flagrant 1 was administered in a defensive rebounding situation.
Yeah, in this game, by getting chippy like that and some of those plays happening, Portland's allowed the Mavericks to come back and tie the game up, despite the fact the Mavs are only shooting 35% from the floor. Portland can't be happy about that.
Only 1 Dallas turnover compared to 3 for Portland. And also 10 free throw attempts for Dallas. A couple of areas that have helped. Nice play out of the timeout there for Portland.
Yeah, Dallas went into that 2-3 zone coming out of the timeout. They threw it over the top to Wesley Matthews down low.
We saw more zone out of Dallas in Game 5 by far than any other game in the series. We'll see if it's a weapon tonight. For the lead, Barea. And his 3 rolls off, no good. Neither team hitting their 3s tonight. Portland is 2 of 7. The Mavs are 1 of 7. Stevenson has the only make from downtown. Roy with a post up. Gave the ball up. Andre Miller, baseline J. Pulled a string on it. Big time. The rebound for Barea. All the way up the floor. Found patient to the basket. And he missed, but Haywood commits the basket interference on the follow.
Well, that one looked like it had a chance maybe to go in.
Yep. Overhead look will tell us. There's the bounce. Don't know if it was going to go in or not, but I do know it was in the cylinder.
Yeah, it was the right call.
Brandon Roy, corner jumper. Grabbing the rebound, Haywood. He and Chandler each have 4 boards to lead Dallas. Dirk on a post-up, step through 2 defenders. Good ball movement. Peja tees one up, and calling Tracia as he gives Dallas their first lead since very early on in the game at 5-4.
And what a great pass from JJ after he didn't receive the pass cleanly. He had to go down, grab it, and make the perfect feed where Peja could catch and shoot and knock it down.
Dribble drive, Matthews. No, Dirk with a rebound. Mavs have Chandler, Kidd, and Marion all on the table. Now Terry gets in on the act with a three-pointer from the opposite corner from where Stojakovic just hit.
Yeah, quick push by Dallas. Portland never got matched up on defense.
And Tyson standing at midcourt yelling, push it, push it, push it.
41-37. Mavericks have a 4-point lead. Roy moves right off the screen. Slings it over to Wesley Matthews. Barely caught iron, and that is out of bounds off the Trailblazer. Dallas ball, 4:16 to go. Second quarter. Let's see what the substitutions are here. Haywood's gone out. We also have Barea and Dirk going out. This is the Terry 3 off the push here by Barea.
Yeah, and they were slow getting matched up. Can be slow getting out the jet.
All right, let's make sure we have the lineups covered here for Dallas. It's Kidd and Terry in the backcourt. Peja, Marion, and Chandler up front. Stojakovic, dribble drives, cut off baseline. Sends it way back out to Kidd. And Kidd looking to make it 3 straight from downtown for Dallas, does not. Camby bends off Chandler for the rebound. By the way, amongst qualifiers, Marcus Camby in the playoffs is the leader in rebounds per minute. Chandler, by the way, is the leader in offensive rebounds per minute. Shot is good for Andre Miller. (41-39) Dallas. That's a trail by as many as 12.
Portland in their little zone.
Terry beats Roy off the dribble to the hoop. He scores.
Yeah, they had all the big men up high around the free throw line. JT was able to beat Roy.
Will this be a full or a 20? Nate McMillan has called a timeout, 22nd timeout with 3:13 to go. Champagne baths are coming up later on, of course. LaMarcus Aldridge to Roy with 6 on the shot clock. This is out of a Portland 20. Matthews, and he maneuvers his way down into the corner, and a follow is missed on his second try, though. It's going to roll in. Camby. Or Aldridge.
I thought that was Aldridge on the tip-in, yeah.
Hey, and he was called out in a local paper that he needed to step up and he needed to play tougher and nastier and do that kind of stuff he just did right there on the glass.
10 points tonight for Aldridge. Gerald Wallace leads them with 13. Terry looking to make it 2 threes here in this quarter. Long rebound. Marion kept it alive, and it's out off Marion. 43-41, 2:26 to go in the second. Mavs have the lead. Blazers have the ball. Well, both teams have delivered some pretty good punches so far. The remaining 2 minutes and change. Obviously, bears watching who can take momentum into halftime. But Carlisle wants Dirk back in the game. He's going to the table. Turn around Aldridge. Rimming out. He's 5 out of 12 for the Floyd tonight. Portland shooting 46%, Dallas 38%. A 10-3 free throw advantage has really helped the cause tonight for the Mavs. Marion with a hook shot, no good. It's been a rough night for Marion. He's 2 of 9. And then it's turned over by Portland. Andre Miller loses the ball out of bounds. For the Trailblazers, that's their 4th turnover. Meanwhile, the Mavs only have 2. Dirk in, Peja out. In this last 2 minutes, the Mavericks do have a foul to give. Portland does not, as Marion gets a high percentage shot off the fine from Jason Terry, his 4th assist of the game.
Chandler did a nice job of sealing off Camby, too, to keep him going.
Jets got 4 dimes. Barea has 4 as well. In the corner. A drive by Andre Miller to the paint. Gave the ball up to Roy. A corner three, no good. A rebound for Sean Marion. An opportunity to push. Dirk's running the floor, and he slams it.
That's Brandon Roy's fault right there. They were picking up back, and he ran to the ball. Left Dirk wide open on that right wing.
Biggest lead for Dallas. They're in front by 6 with a minute to play in the half.
And loving the way Jet's seeing the floor tonight.
Terry's highest assist game of the series was game 3 when he had 7 to go with his 29 points that night. Miller, up fakes, steps around Kidd, finds Aldridge. Oh, that was a tough pass and a tough finish. Oh.
They really have to thread the needle.
And they advance it quickly off the make. Dirk inside, pump fake lay-in. Wow. Off the make.
I like the way Dallas is pushing it. This is the up-tempo game they need to play against Portland.
This is 9 fast break points tonight for Dallas. In the series, the Mavs have only averaged 7 fast break points per game. Dribble drive, Brandon Roy slings it to Miller, and Miller's 3 is no good. Kept alive, controlled by Dallas, and they can hold for the last shot.
Yeah, Dallas kept Portland from getting to 2 for 1 with the way they aggressively defended that possession there.
The Mavs will take the lead into the locker room. How big will it be? No foul to give for Portland. They're at 4 for the quarter. Terry off a Dirk screen. To Nowitzki out front, back to Terry. He will let her rip and bury a 3 to beat the buzzer.
Boy, that's great in and out right there. They had the help on Dirk, who had the mismatch. Kicked it back out to Jet for the open look.
Terry gets hot in the second quarter after a slow start. He wasn't alone in terms of a slow start for the Mavs tonight, but a huge second quarter gives Dallas what I believe is their biggest halftime total in a game this series. They are in front 52-43.
I'm original, one of a kind, you feel me?
Love ya. You look cute.
Better than you.
Wherever drama pops off, pop my 100% all-white meat classic or spicy popcorn chicken combo for just $4.99.
At Southwest Kia, we realize a lot of children get their primary meal while at school. So at Southwest Kia, we have 250 prepared meals at all 3 of our dealerships. So if you or someone you know is in this situation, feel free to swing by this Saturday from 11 to 1 and pick up a meal.
Stay with us forever.
The Texas Rangers are American League champions.
Relive the drama.
They won the Stanley Cup.
Experience the magic.
The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions.
The classics on Fox Sports Southwest.
My new bite-sized crispy popcorn chicken is so irresistible, you'll want to eat them anywhere. So don't resist. Pop them outside, or on the go, or on the way home. Pop my 100% all-white meat classic or spicy popcorn chicken combo for just $4.99.
Texas, your neighbor needs you. Let's help each other through the coronavirus crisis. As part of the Sinclair Broadcast Group, Fox Sports Southwest has partnered with the Salvation Army to deliver food, shelter, and hope in our community. Go to SinclairCares.com to make a monetary donation through the Salvation Army, where all proceeds stay right in our local community. Join the Fox Sports Southwest, Sinclair Cares, and the Salvation Army's Your Neighbor Needs You campaign.
He is on the floor here to start the third quarter. We got Kidd, Stevenson, Marion, Dirk, and Chandler. The Dallas starting lineup. Kidd into the paint, gets a basket on the drive and short pull-up.
Yeah, once again, a pick-and-roll penetration. Dallas in the paint.
And Portland doesn't expect him to shoot it there. He took his time and hit the easy one.
The lead is now 11 for the Mavs here early on in the third quarter. Portland's biggest lead was 12. Did Dallas take the crowd out of the game and keep them out? Turnaround way short by Aldridge. Dirk leads away with 19. Kidd just got his first points of the game. Dallas also has 10 tonight for Terry. Kidd driving again. Found Marion hard to the basket, but overshoots it. Will get it back, and he can do that. It did catch iron. Stevenson is left free for 3. No. Canby with the rebound. Miller matched up against Marion. Miller for the series is averaging almost 17 points a game, only 2 so far. Wallace gave up the ball. Wesley Matthews drives. No, doesn't lay it in. Ripped away from Chandler, who had it for a split second, but it was taken away by Aldridge. And what they are officially crediting Aldridge with is the rebound, his 6th of the game. Miller with a jump shot, and that one rolls in. And obviously that's got to be a point of emphasis, I would think. Not that Miller has never been a guy to look for his first all the time, but he has been providing valuable points, more than his regular season average. From 13 a game in the regular season to 17 a game in the series.
Yeah, he's probably been the most consistent player for Portland the whole season.
Swing pass to Miller from Stevenson, driving and jamming. And a timeout is called by Portland with 9:52 to go in the third quarter. And that basket by Marion has put the lead back to 11.
Great aggressive drive as Portland conceded the baseline and Matrix took it.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. Our service departments are here to help. And now, we're offering more help. No payments for 3 months. Plus, we'll cover your payments for up to 2 additional months. This is help when you need it.
It's game time and you want to be ready. First up, Chicken Express. Buy the box or buy the truckload. We serve up the crispiest express tenders anywhere, and we serve them fresh, delivered daily to all of our locations. You can count on tender and delicious. But that's not all. We have a great selection of sides to choose from. Hot, crispy French fries, crunchy fried okra, or tasty corn nuggets, and a roll or a biscuit with gravy. Top it off with the sweetest tea in Texas.
TXU Energy Free Pass is back. Your 7 highest use days every month are free automatically. And now you get 2 extra free days every month all summer long. Get a free pass on those Texas-sized triple-digit days. Or for a follower-approved live stream.
It's really simple. You just start off with...
Free pass, only from TXU Energy.
That's just a part of the greatness.
Mavericks hope that they have the Portland fans doing that for the rest of the game, not cheering. And with some long faces, right now the lead for the Mavs is 11 at 56-45. By the way, we were wondering what happened with Gerald Wallace, why he did not play at all in the second quarter after 13 points in the first quarter. We have been told that lower back soreness contributed to his lengthy absence in the first half. Obviously back on the floor now. Starting the third quarter with the rest of the Blazers starting lineup. Stevenson guarding Miller. Miller gets physical to get some space. Doesn't get the bounce. Camby almost tipped it in. Eventually controlled by Nowitzki. 6 boards tonight for Dirk. Bounce pass to Stevenson. 10 to shoot. Hit off the screen. Deflected. Dirk chases down the loose ball. Has time. Drives hard. Finds Marion. How about that? How did they get that 2 points?
Boy, what a great read by Dirk. Knew he had time to get into the paint. Through the defense and found shine.
That's 12 now for Marion, who has made 5 of his last 8 shots after he started 0 for 5. Val Dallas, their first team foul on Sean Marion, his first. There have only been 4 fouls called on Dallas tonight. 7 on Portland. 2 apiece on Andre Miller and Chris Johnson, the rookie, who committed that flagrant foul back in the first half, by the way.
And Monty McCutcheon, the ref there, was telling Rick that Marion grabbed his jersey, which is why he called it.
Aldridge, Miller, outside Wesley Matthews drives, trying to get to the basket, and at the end of the possession, draws a foul. A split second away from that final tick going off the shot clock. See the shot clock in the background. Foul on Dirk is first. Wesley Matthews. Averaging 12 points a game in the series, but only 1 rebound per game. Not that he was a huge rebound guy in the regular season, averaging 3 boards in 25 minutes a game. But 1 rebound a game from your starting shooting guard.
Well, and that's hurt them. I mean, you look at the rebounding statistics in Dallas, just clobbering Portland, especially on the offensive glass.
Mavs have an advantage of 3 boards per game in the series on average. And tonight, the edge is 1 for Dallas at 26-25. Kidd over the top. Chandler inside. Pinned Wallace. But Wallace takes the foul. For Gerald, Wallace, his first and the first team foul for Portland. And a smart foul, obviously, there for Wallace.
Yeah, and that's a good read by Tyson Chandler because Wallace has come up with his steal in the pass where he's jumped out. He got caught on the switch. Tyson Chandler does a good job of just boxing him out, sealing in there, and they go over the top to him.
Now, it is a shooting foul. So Chandler's on the line. First free throw attempts in the game for Tyson Chandler. Doesn't get it to go. That's the first free throw missed tonight for Dallas. Chandler went to the free throw line 12 times in Game 5 and made 8. Looking for a split. Doesn't get it. The foul on Wallace, by the way, if I did not mention, it was his first. On the drive, Andre Miller throws the arm out. Stevenson went down. And Stevenson then reaching out on the floor picked up the foul, which is Dallas's 3rd and his first.
But once again, though, great defensive pressure by Stevenson, really taking time off the 24-second clock by pressuring Miller.
For the first time in the game, the opportunity for Portland to get into the bonus early is in play. 3 team fouls on the Mavs and over 8 minutes to play in the quarter. Something that can certainly switch the momentum of the game. Inside a layup for Wallace. Mavs got up 13. Back-to-back scores by Portland. The lead's 9. Stevenson in the corner. Left to 3. MARION finds Kidd. With the shot clock now down to 7. Dirk underneath. Chandler blocked from behind by Wallace, out of bounds.
I think they're going to get a foul.
Oh, yeah, they will. You're right. Hard to hear the whistle in here because the volume's going back up. But there it is, the foul. He got his left hand right in his back.
And you love the ball movement there. I thought Kidd's initial pass to Dirk was fantastic. When the defense collapsed on Dirk, he saw Chandler, found him underneath the basket. Now Chandler goes back to the free throw line.
Well, he just missed 2. Makes the first one there. Tyson Chandler, 5 points tonight. Sean Stevenson, by the way, has come back to the bench. And they are taking care of a cut that he had on his left arm just below the elbow. They bandaged it up very, very quickly. Chandler, and he doesn't get the bounce. So an opportunity for 4 points here in this last little bit for Chandler. He only converted on 1 free throw. Foul Stevenson.
Oh, that's a tough foul right there.
At center court, his second, and the 4th team foul.
Especially considering how physical that matchup's been, that seems like a pretty soft one.
That was it.
It's pretty touchy.
Defensive 3 seconds on Dallas. Chandler the guilty party. Dirk bringing everybody together.
Yeah, they went into that zone defense. It looks like there was a little confusion on who was in the zone, who wasn't.
Andre Miller shoots the free throw. For the series, 18 of 21 at the line and does not get the bounce. Well, guys, 4 minutes and 35 seconds into the 3rd quarter. Dirk has not really had a meaningful touch, let alone even a shot attempt.
Yeah, but he hasn't needed to. I mean, he's been a distributor. Dallas has had some other good looks.
Screen Set by Aldridge, and Miller had it ripped away. Saved in by Kidd, and Stevenson comes away with it.
Yeah, he ripped it away when the pass was made underneath the basket. Great play by Deshaun.
Dirk comes out front to set the screen. And Kidd behind the screen with a three-point try that's no good. Dirk went 8 of 11, scored 19 points in the first half. Does not have a shot attempt here in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Mavericks lead by 10. The fronting defender was MARION. He knocked the entry pass away. They still got it back. Aldridge in the lane. Wild shot. Wallace fading. Hitting. A prayer was answered for Wallace. A little bit of a run here for Portland.
And the crowd's loving it. Mavs need a good offensive possession here to settle them down.
And they throw it away.
I think Jake Kidd thought the Dirk was going to come out in the corner a little farther.
Dallas 59, Portland 51. At 58-45, that was Dallas's largest lead. And Stevenson and Miller get tangled up coming up the floor again. And a foul on Stevenson for his third, and that puts Dallas over the limit. A pivotal part of the game right here. Crowd's back into it. Portland now can shoot free throws for the next 6:18 of this quarter.
Well, Stevenson looked like he did a nice job getting over both of those screens right there. Miller's pushing off with that right hand just as much as Stevenson's into him.
I just don't understand as much as those guys have been banging on each other for that kind of stuff to get called.
Well, it has been called, and it's Miller on the free throw line with a pair, and he comes up short on the first. Nothing has looked right tonight for Miller. Shot attempts from the floor, free throw attempts. Jason Terry, by the way, is in the game for Stevenson. Blazers shooting 44% for the game, and the Mavs are shooting 43%. 59-52 with Miller splitting the free throws. Jason Terry warmed up late in the first half. Let's see if he can pick up where he left off. He had a buzzer-beating three to end the first half. 10 to shoot. It's Dirk on the drive. Spinning at the foul line. Fades. Tough shot. His first attempt of the third quarter. And he misses it. Momentum is building. I would think a basket here by Portland means a Dallas timeout. Drive. Wes Matthews flipped it up, no good. Chandler the rebound, and he goes down. Fouled by Andre Miller. That's Andre Miller's third foul, and it's the third team foul on Portland. And there won't be a need. Well, there's already been a timeout, so there's not a under 6-minute dead ball timeout. Remember, Portland had one at 9:52.
Yeah, but Dallas's defense, they're stepping up. I mean, that time, Matthews tried to get into the lane. Dallas met him with about 2 guys.
Mavs coming off a 93-82 win in Game 5 to take a 3-2 series lead. Here in Game 6, they now lead by 9 with Jason Terry curling and hitting the elbow jumper.
Good execution there, getting Jet right to the spot he wants to be for the nice look, and he knocks it down.
That's 12 off the bench tonight for Jet. Down low, Aldridge on the block against Tyson Chandler, who does not have a foul tonight. They kicked out a Wallace three-pointer, no good. Dirk with a defensive board, his team-high 7th rebound. Down to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Mavs looking to get that lead back to double digits. In the lane, Jason Kidd finds Chandler. He goes up and lays it in.
And, Mark, we see an example of the flow offense. You get a stop, and you can get down there and get something going before the defense really gets set.
Like any team, the Mavs shot the ball better in possessions after stops, much better than after the opponent scored this year. And a turnover here as Portland loses it out of bounds with 4:31 to go in the quarter.
You just look at the body language of Portland right now. Shoulders are slumped. Dallas has a chance to really extend this lead.
Brandon Roy checking in. This is Kidd with the pass that was behind the back, gathered in by Chandler and finished.
Yeah, just a little drop-off pass that time. 3 guys went to Jay Kidd. Chandler had the easy layup.
Brandon Roy checked in for Andre Miller. By the way, Roy is 3 of 5, 6 points scored tonight. Terry got bumped by Aldridge. Moves back left. Dirk a size advantage against Wesley Matthews. Got away, stepped in, but missed the layup. Tipped out the kid to beat the shot clock.
That one brought rain.
That one went through a cumulus, man. Beautiful. Coming down wet.
And it will stretch the Dallas lead to 66-52. They've scored it a 3 here. Aldridge, baseline jumper, no good. And Dirk for the rebound on the offside. The scoreboard in the arena has 65-52. The stat monitor score has 66. It should have 68 now with a runner on the lane for Sean Marion. The Mavs have opened up a 16-point lead. A 20-second timeout is called by the Trailblazers. Let us clarify the score situation because the kid basket is apparently a 2. The initial, I will say that the initial stat monitor scoring was as a 3, but it was a 2. So the score on your screen, the score on the board here in the Rose Garden is correct, 67-52. And you'll see right there, obviously, right foot.
And plus, how could anybody really know? It was such a flurry of math and so much going on.
And here it is almost lost. Roy does get it over the timeline. Fernandez. He just checked in. So 15 points is the lead for Dallas. Page is in the game for the Mavericks. Driving hard. Dunking. Gerald Wallace at foul.
Great play by Chandler.
And it is a 2-shot opportunity here for Wallace.
Wallace is about the only one that's given Portland some energy in this game today.
He's got a team-high 17. And he goes to the line. Missed the first of 2. Batum is checking in. Marcus Camby goes out. There will be a timeout at the dead ball under 3 minutes. A full that will be charged to Dallas. Wallace 1 of 2 on the line. Today at shoot-arounds, Jason Terry said they learned a lesson from Game 4, and they would love to have the opportunity to be in that position again and demonstrate the lesson that they learned. They may very well have that opportunity. Terry chased off the arc, driving a pull-up, missed the rim. Did Dallas get it back and get a shot up just like they did a moment ago? They do miss, but Chandler tips it home.
Boy, just working inside. He had 2 guys grabbing onto him. Was able to get that left hand up there and bat it in.
And once again, just a flurry of activity late in the shot clock leads to an improbable Dallas basket. They're on a 10-1 run right now in front, 69-53. Fernandez, a touch pass to Batum with a shot fake, and a corner 3 is no good. Kept alive, though, by the Blazers. Rudy Fernandez has it. 3, good. Brandon Roy. The Mavs won't wait for a dead ball. They'll call timeout.
69-56. A lot has changed overnight, but Buick and GMC's commitment to you remains the same. We understand you want to feel safe, so we're offering current owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services. Should you need a vehicle, we're offering 0% financing for up to 84 months with deferred payment options for 120 days. Plus, you may have the option to shop online and take delivery at home. Visit our websites for the help you need. Buick and GMC, we're here to help.
Pride. You can't help but feel it when you see their hard work pay off. At Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, it's a pride we share as parents, neighbors, and Texans. That's why we're proud to be an official sponsor of the University Interscholastic League. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Companies, protecting Texans since 1952.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
To our Kroger associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
With Fox Sports Southwest, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
2:24 to go in the third quarter. Mavs have led by as many as 16. They're currently in front by 13 at 69-56. Tyson Chandler is among those who have provided a spark here in the third quarter. His Game 5 was fantastic. One of, if not the best ever, Mav playoff game by a center. And he talked about afterward what got him involved in that 14-point, 20-rebound performance.
Really just wanting to get myself involved in the series. I felt like, I told Coach today, I was like, I've been on the weak side the entire series. I haven't been able to, really get involved. So I figured that was one of the ways I can get involved was, getting in transition, getting in pick and roll, rolling. And if I didn't get it, I'll be in position to, get some boards.
The 13 offensive rebounds ended up being too shy of the NBA playoff record, and it was the second highest total for a regulation NBA playoff game. Shaq had 14. Moses Malone had 15 offensive rebounds in an overtime playoff game. There you just saw his line for tonight. 9 points, 6 rebounds, and a blocked shot as well. And he's getting a well-earned breather right now. Haywood is in with 2:24 to play in the third quarter. Only one foul tonight, by the way, on Chandler. What a difference it makes when he's able to stay out of foul trouble,
fellas. Exactly right. He asked to come out of the game. He was gassed after that last offensive tip-in down there.
Well, we know from Saturday the Rose Garden crowd is not going to go silent. They got a little "Let's Go Blazers" chant going. It stays in the game. Runs point. Terry in the backcourt. The trio up front: Peja, MARION, and Haywood. Fernandez chasing Terry. Out on the floor. Way out of the floor. Haywood sets the screen. A bobble dribble. A contested jumper. Still finds bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure he saw the basket. Aldridge really closed on him.
That's 14 tonight for Jet.
And that's that just knowing where you are on the floor. Brady taking that shot a million times. Know where you are.
In the game tonight, by the way, Jason Terry is a plus 23 when he's been on the floor. Rebound here. And that is the aforementioned Terry. After a long two-point try was missed by LaMarcus Aldridge. 15-point advantage. Terry slips out to the corner. Drives it in on Rudy Fernandez. And another basket in the paint for Jason Terry.
Boy, and he's got it going right now, and this is what Dallas needs to carry them into that fourth quarter.
16.4 points per game is what he's averaged in the series. And now the total for tonight is 16. He shot 47% for the series. Shooting about that tonight, by the way. Roy on the drive. Mavs want to find an answer for him. Aldridge loses the ball. It didn't go out of bounds, though. Batum got it. Found Gerald Wallace. Inside he missed. And Aldridge is able to get the putback. Jason Kidd was on the floor. And Rick Carlisle fuming about it afterwards.
Yeah, it looked like he just threw Kidd down to the ground. Clear the way for that easy putback.
73-58. Mavs lead it. Haywood screens. Jason Terry looking to make it 3 straight.
Was there any doubt that was going to go in?
It looked BEA beautiful as soon as he shot it. 29 was Terry's high-scoring game of the series. That was here in Portland in Game 3. Dallas back at 17. Aldridge rumbling to the basket. And he lays it in against Haywood.
Yeah, that's one of the few times he's been able to get to that angle and get all the way to the cup.
75-60 Dallas. The differential is 2 seconds. There is a foul to give for the Trailblazers. They only have 3 team fouls this quarter. Almost stolen, but Marion has it. He goes to Peja in the corner. Chased off the three-point line. Shoots over Brandon Roy. No good. Wallace at 4, at 3, at 2. Eludes a defender. Gets a look away, and a foul has been called. And I think the referees will look at it. My initial thought was 2 free throws. That's the ruling on the floor. It will be reviewed.
Well, they're going to review it, too, to make sure the foul happened before the time went off on the clock.
You're right. You're exactly right. That is part of the equation as well. Well, you can see the screen that the referees are looking at. I don't think there's any doubt that that's a 2-shot foul situation, not 3.
Now they're going to look at it from a different angle to get the clock behind there.
Well, you just hate to see points given up in this situation.
Yes.
We're going to give you a review here. You can see the clock behind the backboard, over the backboard.
I would think they would rule that happened before the buzzer.
Another look at it. Clock superimposed to look at the feed. Obviously on the arc. Probably going to put 0.5, 0.4, something like that.
Yeah, back on the clock and give them 2 free throws.
Monty McCutcheon looking at the review. Gerald Wallace will go to the free throw line. Wallace has a double-double tonight. And that's his second double-double of this series. Wallace has been the second leading rebounder for Portland in the series. Camby's averaging 9.8 a game. Wallace is averaging 8.6 per game. Tonight, Wallace has 18 points and 10 rebounds. Long review here. You just saw Gary Zielinski step in and point to the clock to give them an idea of how much time they want us to set.
I'm going to go ahead and make a ruling that they're over-reviewing right now.
Come on, 0.4, 0.5.
Yeah, you know.
It's one of those things. Dallas get the ball and just throw it to somebody, and they'll let the horn go off anyhow.
And they're going to put 4/10 on the clock. They just asked us. We could have saved them all that time.
I'm an honest guy. I'll tell them exactly what they need to know. And they'll thank me for it later.
Wallace with 2 free throws here. His regular season shooting was 74.6%. His series free throw shooting, and this is adding in tonight's action, is 20 out of 24. So 83% in the series. After Dallas had a 10-3 free throw advantage in the first half, this third quarter we'll see the Trailblazers shoot 9 free throws. Dallas shoot 4. I think this is the first time all year I've seen Haywood and Chandler both on the floor.
Well, for rebounding.
Yeah.
If he makes it, look for the 94-foot lob.
All right, I'm looking. Marcus Camby prevented that.
Yeah, terribly executed.
2 free throws made there by Gerald Wallace. And so that gets Portland to within 13 points as we go to the fourth quarter.
In the Lone Star State, no one stands alone. We work together when circumstances keep us separate, because it takes a strong community of Texans to heal Texas.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. To help keep you on the road, your Chevy certified service experts are here and ready to help. If you require parts, maintenance, or repairs, Chevy and its dealers remain committed to your vehicle needs. You can even schedule your appointment online. It's just our way of doing our part.
His is the oldest registered distillery in the United States. From a place where the water is cool, clean, and iron-free. Perfect for making Tennessee whiskey. Charcoal mellowed drop by drop for smooth sipping. Which is not the easy way. But it's his way.
In the Lone Star State, no one stands alone. We work together when circumstances keep us separate, because it takes a strong community of Texans to heal Texas.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
It's Mavs game night, the playoff version here on TXA 21. We've been your home for the first round of the playoffs. Mark Hollowell, Brad Davis, and Jeff Skinway courtside at the Rose Garden. Berea, Terry, Dirk, Peja, Haywood. The Dallas lineup, the fourth quarter starts. Portland won the opening tip, so they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Their lineup, Brandon Roy, Rudy Fernandez, Nick Batum, Gerald Wallace, Marcus Camby. Get ready for it to get loud. It's gonna. Wallace on the drive. Camby into the lane with a basket. Rare points from Camby. He is averaging 4 points a game in the series. Those are his first points tonight. The biggest lead for the Mavs tonight, 17. It has shrunk to 11. Jason Terry dribble drives. An errant pass. Wallace runs it down. Dirk backpedaling, trying to stop the break. Foul on Dirk.
Dirk thought he got a lot of ball on that drive by Wallace. Wallace put that ball out there, and Dirk got a hand on it.
This turnover is only the fourth of the game for Dallas. There's a look at the foul.
It's a lot of leather right there.
Is there a little push on the body, though?
Well, he called the hack, though. I just saw him explaining that to Rick Carlisle as well.
38 seconds into the fourth quarter. Camby's already scored a basket for Portland. Wallace is on the free throw line, and he hit them both. Scoreboards in the fourth quarter brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Leading all scorers tonight, Gerald Wallace with 22 points. Dirk did not score in the third quarter. He had 2 shots, missed them both. A foul was just called on Brandon Roy, bodying up Dirk looking for post position. For Roy, that's his first, and the first team foul on Portland. 11-11 to go.
Dirk does a nice job trying to come around inside of Roy right there. They got the mismatch. Roy had to foul him.
Back to Berea. Berea drives, got into the paint, fades, and gets the roll. And the Mavs up the lead over the double-digit mark.
And I like that because Berea could have taken the 3 on the pass from Dirk, but he decided to try and break down the defense further. Good decision. Got a good shot in the paint.
There was the lane, and he took it. Both teams tonight, by the way, now 11 out of 14 on free throws. Wallace spun away, cut off baseline. Good help defense by Dallas. Hey, Rudy Fernandez, three-pointer's good. They are a determined bunch here in Portland. Up by 8. Dallas has led by as many as 17. Berea on the drive, and opens up again. But he doesn't get the bounce on that layup attempt. Camby may have bothered it a little bit. Wallace driving. Down low to Batum. Blocked by Dirk. Big stand by Dallas. As Portland had a chance to make it a 6-point game. And now, a foul is committed on Terry's race up the floor. 10:04 remaining. Portland's second team foul, and that's the second of the game on Roy.
Pretty good foul by Roy, though, because he knew Jet was going to just blow by him.
Dirk gets the block here on Batum. Might have got him on the hand a little bit, too, and the wrist.
Perhaps a makeup call for earlier when he got all leather on the drive on Wallace.
The old Maybelline.
That's what they used to call it back in Brad's day. Oh, wild throw on the inbounds pass, and a foul committed by Dallas. Loose ball foul.
Now they're going to make sure it wasn't a breakaway.
I think they're going to say offensive foul, not loose ball foul. Yeah, Greg Willard just said that. Now, that's important because it's not a team foul when it's an offensive foul. It would have been were it a loose ball foul. So Dallas is still only at one team foul. Dirk's at the elbow here. Terry's pass was a bad one. And then he gave a little shove to Aldridge.
Dallas really needs to settle this thing down right now. The fans are about as loud as they've been all night long.
I'm not sure the Mavs could do much to settle it down. They're going to be loud until the game's over. Rolling to the basket. A pass by Canby. A shove on Aldridge will send him to the line. Foul on Haywood. Brendan Haywood's third foul. Jason Kidd watching from the bench. He has played heavy minutes tonight. Kidd is almost at 30 minutes played for the game. 9 seconds shy of it. First free throw is good for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, you got to play your guys here, though, because you can get 3 days off.
Yep.
You close them off here. If not, then you've got a Game 7 on Saturday.
This has been a quick run for Portland. And we're talking just a little over 3 minutes. And they have outscored Dallas in that stretch 15-4. 77-71 Dallas. Buckle up. A screen by Dirk. He has not scored in the second half. He will look for a shot here. Pump fakes Aldridge and gets the basket.
Nice patience that time by Dirk. Couple different fakes. Got Aldridge off balance.
Dallas is settling back into his zone. Wesley Matthews drives into the lane to the hoop. He's fouled. Now this is 3 team fouls in the quarter on the Mavericks. Brendan Haywood with his 4th of the game. The good news is that Chandler has only 1 foul tonight. This is the basket by Dirk that got Dallas up by 8.
Yeah, you can see him working on Aldridge that time, but that's how Aldridge plays him up tight. Dirk used that second fake to get him off a little bit.
Wesley Matthews made the first.
And here's what Dallas needs to realize right now. The referees are rewarding guys for getting the ball to the basket. They're calling fouls. Dallas needs to take advantage of that back on the other end of the floor.
100% agree. Portland has been more aggressive going to the basket here in the second half, and that is reflected in the free throw advantage. A full-throated chant for defense. Terry and Dirk. It will be a lot of 2-man action between those two down the stretch. Size advantage. Dirk, a fall away is good over Wesley Matthews. Hit the basket, and the Mavs extend the lead back to 8.
So great to get to watch him operate. We're so lucky.
The Mavs need beast mode out of that guy right
Boy,
now.
do they.
Haywood, the defender. Timeout to the next dead ball. We're at 8:40 to go. Aldridge in the lane. Hangs and hits.
Tough shot. Looked like he lost that one on the way up. Haywood may have gotten a piece of it.
Each time the Blazers have brought it to within 6, Dallas has had an answer. Jason Terry on the dribble drive. And it's Dirk with an open look, and he hits it.
You know, I'm sorry, that screen by Haywood when Wesley Matthews dropped, it created the mismatch, and Dirk got a wide open shot because of it.
11 of 16, 25 points tonight for Dirk. Back to an 8-point lead. Aldridge with the answer. Trading baskets right now. And a lot of it is the superstars are trying to outshine each other. Dirk and Aldridge trying to deliver here in the 4th quarter. Now Barea launches a 3. Bullseye!
Boy, that's got to feel good for JJ. Did a nice job. Stepped right into that one. Let it go.
That's his first 3-pointer of the series. He was 0 for 5 on 3s coming into play in the series coming into tonight. Fernandez to Aldridge. A long 2 is good. 7:26 to go. Timeout, Dallas. Back and forth they
At PM Stanley, we have 40 state-of-the-art service bays to get you in and out on your schedule. With our huge fleet of complimentary loaner cars, you're never late or asked to wait. Go online at pmstanley.com and schedule your service today.
Our drive-thru is still open. And as we all adjust to this new normal, we've also kicked off curbside pickup for online orders from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So instead of walking your order to your table, we'll walk it to your car. Just because we can't be close doesn't mean we can't be neighborly.
Here is the deal. When you buy from PM Stanley Motor Cars, not only will you find the car of your dreams, you may even see stars. You missed a spot. PM Stanley Motor Cars, proud to sponsor your Dallas Stars.
I know we are facing a very tough moment with the spread of the coronavirus.
A big shout out to all the doctors, nurses, medical staff, and others who are working so hard to keep us safe.
Let's do our best to help them out.
Please pay attention to what the health experts are advising, from good healthy habits to social distancing.
Also, if you are passing information to others, make sure it's correct.
Let's be there for each other and let's work together as one team.
A look at the Willamette River in downtown Portland. 7:26 remaining. Dallas 86, Portland 79. Maria, Terry, Asia, and Dirk. How long before Kidd gets back in? And what else will we see lineup-wise? Will we see MARION coming back shortly as well? Wesley Matthews is the defender, far out on the floor against Berea. Berea with a Chandler screen, reverses field. Late in the shot clock, it opens up. He whips it to Dirk in a corner, chased off the arc, the long two, no. That's the first time there's a little tete-a-tete between Dirk and Aldridge that someone has missed. Gerald Wallace, size advantage against Terry. Wesley Matthews with 11 to shoot. Wallace goes to an open spot, missed a three, badly. Berea pushing. Patient, baseline, drives. Oh, he missed it.
Almost looked like Camby might have got a piece of that on the way up.
He did. They call a block. A drive to the hoop. A foul. Wesley Matthews got fouled by Jason Terry for his first. 14 foul. Portland has 2 team fouls. Matthews on the line to creep the Dallas lead down to 5 if he hits them both. And the first one settles in. Kidd into the game. Jason Terry with a quick breather. Another timeout is due up pretty shortly, inside of 6 minutes. Cool, calm, and collected. Wesley Matthews made those 2 free throws. He's 7 of 7 tonight at the line. He's got 14. Down to 5. That's the lead for Dallas. Can they hang on? Kidd, cross court. Patient tees up a 3. Misses. Wallace rebounds. We got a switch. They want to get to Wallace because Berea's on him, but instead it's an Aldridge jumper that's no good. Wallace gets it back though.
Push JJ in the back.
A timeout is called by Dallas at 5:51 to go, and Portland is right back into it. They don't want to go home. They want to jump back on a plane and fly all the way to Dallas for a Game 7 Saturday night.
The
fighting spirit is one we all share. That's why Modelo is donating $500,000 to the First Responders First Initiative to support the workers on the front line against COVID-19. For fighting for us, we raise a beer to you. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. If your vehicle needs service, just call. Ford service centers are essential to your community and are still open. Find out about pickup and delivery options from participating Ford dealers. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let your Texas Ford dealer help take care of you.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. That's why Modelo is donating $500,000 to the First Responders First Initiative to support the workers on the front line against COVID-19. For fighting for us, we raise a beer to you. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
This is Chime, a mobile bank account and debit card. With Chime, there are no hidden fees, so I never have to worry about overdraft or monthly fees. Chime also helps me grow my savings automatically. My purchases are rounded up and added to my Chime savings account, helping me to save without even thinking about it. And I can even get my paycheck up to 2 days early with direct deposit. It's banking the way it should be.
Start banking with Chime today at Chime.com.
Say, here we go are the appropriate 3 words for the next 5 minutes, 51 seconds. Dallas 86, Portland 83, Game 6. The Mavs trying to close it out. The Blazers trying to force a do-or-die Game 7.
Jason Terry didn't get much of a rest. He called it. He got that minute and a half right before the timeout, and then the long timeout. He's back in.
Also, Sean Marion has returned to the game. The Portland lineup is Brandon Roy, Wesley Matthews, Gerald Wallace, LaMarcus Aldridge, Marcus Camby. The noise level has been deafening most of the fourth quarter. The Mavs led by 17 late in the third. A screen by Dirk, a Terry drive. It fakes the shot. Late in the clock, Dirk against Aldridge, driving, spinning, draws a double, steal Gerald Wallace. Wallace is going to score with a dunk. .5:15 to go. A drive by Terry, a 3 by Kidd. It is good. Unbelievable.
Boy, that's a big shot right there. Good penetration by JT. They really sucked in from the weak side. Great Kidd had all the time in the world to shoot that.
Kidd had a wide open look late in Game 4. Overshot the iron, but that one was true. He's got 7 points tonight. The lead is 4. Aldridge in the lane. Over Chandler with a tough shot. Doesn't get it. Back tap by Camby. 4:43 to go. Matthews trying to answer the 3. Long rebound. Slapped out again by Camby. Shades of what Tyson Chandler was doing the other night. Camby has 9 rebounds for the game. Wallace feeds Aldridge. Down on a block. Aldridge into the lane. And it's stripped away by Kidd. The dig by Kidd. Helping out defensively. The Kidd three-pointer a moment ago gave Dallas a 4-point lead. Terry working in the left corner. 1-2. Yes, sir. Jason Eugene Terry. 4:04 to go. Timeout Portland. The lead goes back to 6 after Wallace dunked and almost blew the roof off the Rose Garden to get the Trailblazers to within 1.
Get up and get it when the sun comes up. Don't lay there dozing like a lazy pup. Health and wealth will overflow your cup if you get up early in the morning.
Fried pickles are back for a limited time. They're crispy, zesty, and delicious. Try them with the Southern TLC filet and kickin' chicken sandwich meals. Only at Zaxby's.
Our dining rooms are closed, but our drive-thrus are open.
Available now on Frontier On Demand.
KG, don't you got a game tonight? I see you out there when the stadium's all booing you. You're 30 up, you're still going full tilt? Oh!
You're taking my money all over town, placing bets.
When you win, it's all that matters. This is me. This is how I win.
Uncut Gems, Radar. Click the On Demand button now for the hottest new releases from Frontier.
In times like these, it's all about people helping people. For more than 65 years, RBFCU has been going above and beyond for our members and the communities we serve. We remain financially strong because being here for you when you need us most is what motivates us every day. We believe that every challenge gives us a new opportunity to make your life easier, helping you, our members, and the communities we serve. It's what we do.
Dallas did a nice job when Wallace got that dunk, got the lead to 1. Dallas took their time, got some penetration, got a good shot, three-pointer by Kidd, and then Jason Terry with the switch had Camby on him one-on-one. Easy shot over the top. Good veteran team's going to do that. Get good shots down the stretch.
Stan, I just got to tell you, watching Brad and looking at Brad here, I don't know how you do it, man. You look so cool and calm and collected. I feel like Mount St. Helens right now.
Brad used to play in these games. This is nothing for him, man.
You are the picture of ice right now, man. I'm impressed. A three-pointer put up out of the timeout. Rimming out Wesley Matthews and Nowitzki there for the rebound.
And for as open as he was, he didn't really get his feet set there. Kind of had an odd setting with his foot when he let that go.
He's only 3 of 11 for the floor tonight. Jason Kidd wants the shot. He'll get it back for Dirk. And now he will bluff it again. And it's Dirk. Aldridge overplayed a little. Dirk drives, scoop shot. And they called another late offensive foul against Dirk.
And I'm not sure Camby got over there in time. It looked like he was still sliding over there.
That's what it looked like to me as well. We'll see on the replay here. Camby slides up. That's not even solid. Okay.
Yeah, he slid over.
I believe after the Gerald Wallace play the other day, you said you hate to see when somebody gets a charge with their shoulder.
And his shoulder. It's just it's a sign that the guy did not get over there in time.
Wallace against Marion in the lane. He's fouled. 3:07 to go. What a big swing that was. What a big swing it was Saturday when that call was made. 91-85. The Mavs are over the limit. The Trailblazers only 2 team fouls. Gerald Wallace tonight is 7 of 8 at the free throw line. First one's good. One more look at that call on Dirk driving it. Got past 2 guys.
That's a block. But hey, those are tough calls in this league. A lot of them go, yeah, a lot of them go your way, a lot of them don't. That one just didn't. Mavericks have to fight through it.
You got to shake that off, man.
Yep.
Wallace has scored the last 6 for Portland. He has 28 points tonight. By far his best game of the series. We go down under 3. And a foul was committed by Wallace. That's the 3rd in the quarter. The Blazers have 1 more foul to give. That's the 3rd foul tonight on Gerald Wallace.
Look for Dallas to get Dirk and JT involved, maybe in that pick and roll and the screen and roll that they'd like to run, where they clear out that right side and one of them gets a good shot.
14 to shoot as Kidd throws in. To Terry. And a foul by Terry. A turnover. A little pushing and shoving afterwards. The Mavs have committed 5 turnovers in the 4th quarter after committing only 3 for the first 3.
Can't do it. You can't have those late in the game.
Especially ones like that. They're trying to deny Wallace.
Great D.
Wallace does get it. Drives. Finds Aldridge. Aldridge against Chandler at the free throw line. Goes up a wild shot. He's going to get his own rebound. And was fouled.
Gonna get Dirk on a little push on the baseline.
Man, Rick Carlisle is right in Monty McCutcheon's ear. I could tell what he was talking about. He's still talking about the blocking call down at the other end, or the charge on Dirk. LaMarcus Aldridge to the free throw line.
And that's now 4 personal fouls on Dirk.
It's 5, man. It's 5.
Excuse me.
First one's missed. He can still make it a 3-point game. Dirk out there with 5 fouls right now. Well, you want to talk about making it extra difficult to bring this thing home. And there is blood on Dirk's right arm as well, on his forearm. So this will be a timeout for everyone, a 30-second timeout. That cut will be tended to, and everyone will have a chance to catch their breath. There's Dirk looking at the cut. His argument may be because they fouled me. That's why I have that cut.
Yeah, it goes back to the old adage, no blood, no foul. When there's blood, should have been a foul.
Unless, of course, it's somebody else's blood, which I don't think it is.
2:34 to go. Aldridge just missed the first of 2. Well, Tim Gergerich is out talking to Monty McCutcheon right now, and I can tell by what's going on in the discussion, the same thing. They're still focused on that offensive foul on Dirk. Gergerich is saying he ran into his shoulder.
Yeah. And again, when, you know, these games are going to be so physical, they're going to be so tense, not every call is going to go your way. You got to fight through it. But calls like that, I mean, that's an obvious call. That's a guy taking it to the basket. It's getting rewarded on one end. You'd like to see the Mavericks get that same benefit.
Aldridge missed one, and he missed a second. How about that turn of events?
Cosmic basketball justice, perhaps.
Under 2.5 to play. The Mavs needing a basket so badly. There's a bobble by MARION. 10 to shoot. Post up. MARION against Roy in the lane. The hook shot is good. Sean MARION.
Yeah, that's a good matchup right there. They ran that the other night with the low clock. Got Sean MARION down there against Brandon Roy.
It's a 16-point night for the Matrix. Mavs shooting 50% for the quarter, but the Trailblazers are shooting 67%, and that's the play you can't make. MARION commits a foul, bowls over Gerald Wallace. 2:01 to go. 3 fouls on MARION. Wallace with 2 free throws. 9 of 10 at the line tonight. And the first one is good. Just can't put him on the line like that.
They call it gambling, and that time, hand lost.
2:01 left. That gives Wallace 30 points. He's got the last 8 for Portland. And remember, this is a guy who didn't play the entire second quarter with low back soreness. Down to 10 to shoot. The lead 4. Jason Terry drives right baseline. That's a sweet spot for Terry, and he buries it.
Yeah, he was able to beat Wallace off the dribble, used his quickness.
How clutch has Jet been tonight?
The lead goes back to 6. Timeout-wise, a 4 for each team, a 20 for each team. Aldridge with it. He gets it to Brandon Roy. Roy on a drive. Wallace with 5 to shoot. To the basket, he flicks it away. It's knocked over into the corner. Missed the shot, but out of bounds off Portland. The shot was missed by Wesley Matthews. Now 1:15 remaining.
I love the team defense that time. Everyone was digging in. Great effort by the whole squad.
Dirk in the backcourt. Portland does have a foul to give. Be aware of that. Kidd had 8 seconds to get it over the timeline and made it with maybe a second and a half to spare. Back outside to Kidd. Under 1 minute. Kidd's hit so many big threes. Missed that one, but a huge back tap by Chandler. Clock's your teammate now. Run some time.
Yep.
And it's an over and back. Oh, no. Jason Terry will argue it was tipped. An over and back violation. Portland gets it back, 46.2 to go. I don't think Wallace ever got his hand on the ball.
Yeah, a lot of contact, though. I mean, they've called that foul on Deshaun Stevenson a couple times.
AT&T knows you have a lot of things on your mind. Staying connected shouldn't be one of them. That's why we're offering contactless delivery and setup on all devices. And for those experiencing financial hardship due to this crisis, we'll work with you to keep your service up and running.
Hi.
Because at AT&T, we're always committed to keeping you connected.
Are you ready to sink your teeth into a lemon pepper, sweet and spicy Korean cute-tastic mango habanero
masterclass in all things wings?
Yes, I am.
Are you though?
Get free delivery for a limited time at wingstop.com.
We've been making cars for America for 25 years, building one of the best warranties anywhere, and capturing first place in initial quality for half a decade. We've never backed down from a challenge, and won't now. Introducing Kia's Accelerate the Good program, where we're pushing payments way down the road for new buyers, helping current owners keep the car they have, and providing other customer care programs. Because no one company or person can beat this thing. But together, we are unstoppable.
Wingstop?
Absolutely.
Hey, bud, do you want anything? You want it too.
Everyone's going boneless, and when the craving hits, Wingstop delivers. Get free delivery for a limited time at wingstop.com.
You're home for the first round of the playoffs. TXA 21. Mark Followville, Brad Davis, Jeff Skid Wade. We're at the Rose Garden in Portland. The Trailblazers only have one timeout remaining. The Mavs have two. Portland has the ball. And on defense, they'll have a foul to give. The Mavs trying to close it out. Aldridge draws two defenders to Wallace in the corner. A three, no good. On the offside, it is knocked out of bounds, and it's Dallas ball with 32.3 to go.
Well, Portland got a pretty good look at a three. Wallace had an open look in the corner.
Wallace has been the man tonight. He's got 30 points. Now Portland's going to have to foul. They have a foul to give, which they take, and only 1 second runs off the clock. Third foul on Brandon Roy. 95-89 Dallas. Go into Dirk. He's fouled by LaMarcus Aldridge with 30 seconds remaining.
Boy, and it's nice to have a star player and a great free throw shooter that'll run hard to get open when you're trying to get it in.
Tonight, only 3 attempts at the line for Dirk. Puts him a little over 87% for the series. For the regular season, 89.2%. Huge free throws. And the first one goes down. So the lead is now 3 possessions, unless we see some sort of wacky 4-point play, which we did see the other day. They can get it to 8 if Dirk hits the second. And he does. And now Portland is taking their final timeout. A 20-second timeout called by Nate McMillan, their last one. The numbers you see tonight for Dirk. 27 points, 11 rebounds. Let me add 4 assists. He's 11 of 17 from the floor and a perfect 5 of 5 at the line. 30.3 to go, and the Mavs are up by 8. In position to win the series with a victory tonight.
Yeah, and this is one where you want to make Portland use a little bit of that time off the clock. Make them set something up. They're probably going to try to go for a quick shot, either a 2 or a 3, whichever one comes first.
Some high fives after the 2 free throws made by Nowitzki. As you saw on the screen a moment ago, Portland has missed 6 of their last 7 shots. There were also a couple of huge free throw misses in there as well for LaMarcus Aldridge. They can advance it into the front court, which they do. Gerald Wallace to throw in. If they can get a stop, that may do it. Throw into Brandon Roy. Matthews, a quick 3 is hit. makes it a 5-point game. 25.7 remaining. Kidd throws in. Dirk trapped in the corner. Down to 24.9. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, and once again, Dirk just creating enough space where Jason Kidd could get him that pass.
Make your free throws. Portland is now out of timeouts. Wesley Matthews now has 17 points after hitting that 3-ball. Monty McCutcheon wants everybody back up on the lane.
Yeah, Nate McMillan pulled him over there, got a quick 10-second timeout before they went to the free throw line.
Dirk just made 2. First one. The lead goes to 6. The Mavs have shot 50% from the floor tonight. The Blazers 43%. At the line tonight, Mavs shooting 82. Blazers shooting 81%. Portland is out of timeouts for a 7-point lead. Nowitzki got it. Dirk's highest scoring game of the series, 33 in game 2. This is his second highest now at 29. Brandon Roy, Kidd picks him up at the line. Handoff, Wesley Matthews driving, reverse layup at 17 seconds. Ball inbounded to Dirk. A little bit more time off the clock, 16.6. The Trailblazers out of timeouts. Again, let us stress that. The Mavs, if they get in a pickle on an inbounds pass situation, have 1 full and 1:20. In the regular season, Dirk averaged 23 points a game. He's got 30 tonight. In the regular season, Dirk hit the 30-point plateau 12 times. This will give him 9 free throw attempts for the game. And he has made them all. The lead back to 7. 16 seconds to go. Gerald Wallace bringing it up the floor. He drives past Dirk. He goes to the hoop. He lays it in at 10.1. Right back into Dirk. And he'll shoot 2 with 9.8. And Dallas in front by 5.
Boy, Jason Kidd is so smart. As soon as that ball goes through the hoop, he's grabbing it out of the net because he knows Dirk's going to get open right away before they set up their defense.
And you saw Wallace dribble around Dirk. Keep in mind that Nowitzki is at 5 fouls for the game.
Jay Kidd, he jumped up and took that thing out of the net so that he could get it to Dirk quickly.
Another one hit by Nowitzki. And I will stress what you said earlier. It is something to have that guy on the line, your superstar, who can do so much for you. And most importantly, he can do this. He is 8 of 8 at the line here down the stretch. Back up by 7. Down to 7 seconds to go. They take a 3. Wallace misses. Kidd rebounds. And the Mavericks are headed to the second round, winning Game 6, 103-96. And the series 4 games to 2. For the first time since 1988, the Mavericks will play the Los Angeles Lakers in the playoffs.
Boy, and I tell you what, coming up here to the Rose Garden and finishing it off, a big win for Dallas. This is the toughest place in the league. Try to get a win on the road.
Going into this series, we knew whatever team won on the opposing team's court was going to win the series. We did a great job tonight.
What can you guys use from this series going on to the next one? Lakers won earlier tonight. You're going to face the Lakers next. What did you guys learn about yourselves, this version of this team, from this series to use against the Lakers?
Well, all we did was reconfirm to ourselves that we are a mentally tough team. We're veteran savvy, and that we can win ball games in any kind of fashion, regardless of the matchup. Whatever it is, big, tall, small, short, it don't matter. We come out, we impose our will. We play Maverick basketball on both ends of the floor.
When you need it, Jack delivers. Order on Uber Eats, Postmates, and Grubhub.
The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Choose STIHL and save $20 on the Built in America MS-170 chainsaw. Shop online, pick up at any of over 9,000 local STIHL dealers. Real STIHL. Find yours at stihldealers.com.
My new bite-sized crispy popcorn chicken is so irresistible, you'll want to eat them anywhere. So don't resist. Pop them outside, or on the go, or on the way home. Pop my 100% all-white meat classic or spicy popcorn chicken combo for just $4.99.
Is an athlete 20 reps deep, sprinting past every leak in our softest, smoothest fabric. She's confident, protected, her strength respected. Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
New CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk, a vegan foundation formulated without formaldehydes, phthalates, parabens, sulfates, and talc, giving me a healthy, natural look that says, this is me. Clean Fresh Skin Milk from Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl.
Moves like these need Pampers Cruisers 360 Fit. With an ultra-stretchy waistband and 360 Fit that adapts to every wild move. Plus, up to 12 hours of Pampers protection. So anything your wild child does, Cruisers can too. Our best ever fit is Pampers Cruisers 360 Fit.
Jimmy's gotten used to his whole room smelling like sweaty odors. Yep, he's gone nose blind. He thinks it smells fine, but his mom smells this.